It's grey and slightly rainy start to a morning in Hanoi, but they've got the Christmas stuff up in the hostel. I'm gonna go and grab a coffee from a cafe here, and then also try and do a motorbike tour of the city because there's so much to see here. Yeah, let's get on with this day. Okay, just booked a motorcycle tour through the city that was really recommended. That is tonight at 5 p.m. from the hostel, and I really recommend you go through Klook or get your guide. It seems to be a bit cheaper than what the hostels offer by at least like $5 to $10, and everything counts when you're budget backpacking through Asia. And then now I'm gonna go and get coffee. This sounds crazy, but you know, I just feel like I'm living a dream at the moment. Like, I've got hardly any money and I'm just staying in a hostel in my 30s, and I'm also just like, I got no job, but I quit all of it. I left all of it because I had this inner need to just drop everything, forget all of the kind of like costumes that we wear and just try to be more like myself. And I really wanted to do this, which was travel Asia, you know, and just see where I get kind of day to day. It sounds really bizarre and it doesn't make much sense to many people, but I woke up kind of happy for the first time in years, and I just really feel like this might be the beginning of something. I don't know. I'm not trying to make too many plans. I'm not trying to, you know, be somebody or accumulate loads of stuff or be impressive or, you know, please anybody, and get to wake up and just be myself. So yeah, I'm really excited. The traffic is crazy here, so yeah, that is something I'm constantly watching at the moment. Okay, this is the place, Cafe Jiang. It's the birthplace of egg coffee, and I'm super excited to try it. I've had an egg coffee already, but not from here. Apparently this is the vibe. It's too busy. We're gonna go next door instead. I think it will be a very similar experience, but less crowded. Honestly, this is the place next door, the Anne, and it looks just as good. So I'm gonna find a little place to sit outside. Honestly, that egg coffee wasn't that good. I was just really disappointed with it compared to the one that I just found randomly the first day I got here, which was amazing. It just felt like an espresso with a bit of like eggy cream on top, and I kind of feel like because of their location next to the like really famous one, they don't have to try so hard. Plus it's also a bit more expensive, and it was so busy, and I was literally just like, oh, not feeling it. And the service wasn't great obviously as well, because they just got so many people coming in and out. But yeah, it is what it is. It's another day in Southeast Asia, and I'm now just walking to the lake because it's pretty. That is so random. Nativity Christmas scene in the front of a store. While I'm on my way to the lake, I remember a cool story that the guy from the cool food tour that I did yesterday told me, and he said that the coffee here isn't Vietnamese. It's from Vietnam, but it was inspired by the French during the French colony days. They're the ones when they were working here and setting up the infrastructure for the new cities needed coffee and wanted coffee. So that's where the Vietnam fascination with egg coffee and with coconut coffee and caramel coffee came from. And all of these inventions came because they didn't have many cows and a lot of milk, so they had to improvise with other dairy products like egg and things like coconut. So it's very interesting to see where these things come from, and it's very unusual, but generally really good. And this is the lake in the center of the city. I think there's a temple there you can go to by the bridge, but it's pretty big. Never gets boring, guys. Okay, so here we are at the Temple of Literature, and I'm really excited to see it because apparently it's kind of like a non-religious temple, but it's like there's a lot of stories and books in here, and I love that. So let's go and see what the vibe is. Thank you. Come on.
Chúng ta nhanh chóng di chuyển hướng đông, không bị ảnh hưởng ngoài phương bắc nữa để dành đường cho qua đây lên chân quân.
Yeah, the Temple of Literature is beautiful. It's obviously very busy, but the main temple inside is stunning to walk around. It's apparently dedicated to Confucius and Confucianism. I don't know so much about it, but on the panel it said dedicated to the to honorable men and the wisdom and compassion of honorable men. And I like that about kind of education and meditation and kind of being honorable. Sounds all good things that I can definitely stick behind. But in usual, you know, chaotic Southeast Asia fashion, I'm gonna run back to the hostel now on a grab and go to the Hanoi train street, because I think that is like a 10 out of 10 must-see experience before my motorcycle tour later tonight. It is absolutely nuts in Hanoi. This is the train street. Okay, I've got a little bit lost in the back streets walking from the train street to the old quarter. It's an absolute maze and the GPS is not updating, so I've just ordered a Grab, and even though it's only like a few minutes away, I think it will be an easier way to get to where I'm going. Forget going around in circles or getting lost, just get me from A to B. Thank you. The place is insanely busy. Like, so busy. Oh my god, that was so good. I demolished that whole thing in one go. I basically just ordered one more, and they're so cheap. They're I think they're 70 each, which is, and that's like a gourmet, I would say that's like a gourmet sandwich. In the UK that would be like £9. Let's see how much that is here. Just doing the math. £2. Just unreal. I'm like obsessed. So good. Wow, that second sandwich was even better than the first. The chicken and avocado. And I lied, it was 40, which is just over £1, £1.20, which is insane. That was heaven. Like honestly, a gourmet burger. Every bite was just paradise. And I'm a like critic, and I'm so hard to please, and I was really, I loved it. I want to go back there like all the time. Anyway, back to the hostel now, and need to go and change because it's actually a little bit kind of colder this evening before my motorbike tour this evening.